Okay, next we're going to go over laying out your holes for your pins that'll hold your handles on. Like I said, I'm not a professional knife maker, so a lot of this stuff I've just kind of figured out on my own, and it's probably not, they're not best, it's not the best way. There's sure better ways, easier ways, whatever, but I'm a stubborn Finn. So I have my blade profile. Next, I'll kind of establish where I want my handle, we call them scales, and all that means is just like whatever you use for a handle material that goes on the outside, whether it's wood or micarta or whatever you want to use. I typically use wood. So we'll need to just establish where we want our handles to end up. So I'll just take a Sharpie, kind of draw it on there. Say, yeah, I want my handle to be about right there. So next I will find center, try to find center on my handle in a couple places. Right here I'm at 1 1/4 inches, so be at 5/8 of an inch. And I'll come down here and I'm at 1 inch. I'll make a mark. Then I'll come back. You can do that. You can lay it out using a set of calipers if you have a set of calipers. You can kind of set that and describe a line, but the problem with that is it's gonna, wherever you set it, it's gonna keep that same distance. So my center here is not the same as my center here. So I like to pick a couple points on the blade and find center, and then use a straight edge and just get Sharpie all over yourself because you don't put the caps on. So we lay out a line here. Next we do kind of have to do some math, or we want our pins to be so they look like they're in a correct position. So we just don't want to put them anywhere. So once we establish like where the end of our handle is going to be, let's say if we come in, let's say we want to come in 3/4 of an inch here. So we would mark off the end of where the front of our handle is going to be. Let's say we come in 3/4, make a mark. And we'll do the same thing from the other end of from the butt end of the handle, come in 3/4 of an inch, mark. Now we'll take those 2 points, measure that, which comes out to 3.5. So Zane's going to help me with the math because he's really good at math. So half of 3.5 is what, 1 5/8? Yeah. So we're going to go 1 5/8, make a mark. So now we have evenly spaced pins. But I found an illegal center punch. I don't recommend using a tap, even though I do it. They're not designed to be hit. I'm just going to simply make some really small marks so my drill bit will have a locator place.